Again with Gina Sunderland from Manitoba Chicken, and it smells good already, and we haven't even started cooking, but what are we going to be making here today, Gina?
Well, Terry, we are going to make two absolutely delicious favorite Italian recipes this morning. We are going to do our baked chicken parmigiana, and we're going to talk about our chicken meatballs with tomato sauce. And the interesting thing is these are two completely different entrees, but they use many of the same ingredients to come together. And the baked chicken parmigiana is one of our absolute favorite, most downloaded recipes on our website, and it's such a nice version of a healthier baked version of an Italian classic favorite. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to prepare this, Terry.
Okay, so obviously we're starting with the chicken breast.
Right, so we have 4 chicken breasts, and I've pounded them. You can use a meat mallet, or you can use just the small end of a saucepan. You know, if you've got a small saucepan, if you don't have a mallet.
Pounding it out. What's the purpose of that?
Okay, so what it does is it increases the surface area. It makes the chicken cook more evenly, more quickly. It also gives you more of that surface area for the delicious, flavorful coatings that we're going to put on this chicken.
Perfect. Okay, and then what are the steps to this after we've pounded?
Okay, so we've pounded. We just pat them dry so the egg wash sticks beautifully. You could just use that fork and transfer a couple right into that egg wash for me, Terry. Okay, perfect. I usually do 2 at a time. 1 egg will usually coat 4 chicken breasts.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we are just going to flip those around, get that egg wash on there, and then, Terry, we are going to make the delicious, crispy crumble that we are going to get onto our baked parmigiana.
The breading, okay.
Yeah, the breading. So we've got half a cup of panko crumbs, and that adds a lot of crispy crunchiness like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Half a cup of breadcrumbs.
Okay.
We've got 1/3 of a cup of our Parmesan cheese.
That's just smelling so good already.
Yes, a tablespoon of basil. Excuse my reach, a tablespoon of oregano, and half a teaspoon of pepper.
Nice.
And that just all gets mixed together. So, yeah, there's a, well, it looks perfect.
A little messy.
No, cooking is fun. Just get in there and get things messy. That looks great.
Okay.
A little secret tip to this recipe is you put oil on a baking pan. These don't have to bake for very long, 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. You use your trusty meat thermometer. They should measure 165 degrees in the thickest part of the chicken breast. And then we just simply transfer these to that crumble. And I'm going to just show you how simply it comes together here. See, I'm messy too. Yeah, so here's our coating. And what I like to do is I like to really press it on. Yes, indeed. Pat it in there. Yeah, and that little bit of oil on the pan, Terry, it really gives you that crispiness like these have been fried. That bakes for 30 minutes. When it comes out of the oven, you just simply top it with your favorite jarred tomato sauce, a little bit of mozzarella cheese. And before I forget to mention, of course, this recipe, along with hundreds of others, is on manitobachicken.ca, but it's also in our education and resource cooklet called More Cooking with Manitoba Chicken.
All right, and people are able to get a copy of this just by messaging you.
Absolutely, on any of our social media platforms at Manitoba Chicken or on our contact page for our website. So there's great, easy, family-friendly recipes in that booklet, great food safety tips, nutrition tips, and even information about chicken farming.
Okay, I just want to back up a little bit, because once you put this in the oven and bring it out again, we're going to put the sauce on, we're going to put the cheese on. Does it have to go back in just to get the cheese melted?
Right, you just broil it for a couple minutes. So what I do is I bring it out of the oven, I flip it over so you have that nice crispy side up. This will be crisp. Add the tomato sauce, the cheese, divide it between the 4 chicken breasts, pop it in the oven on broil for about 2 to 3 minutes.
There it is.
Serve it over pasta with a side salad, and away you go. Dinner is served.
It looks delicious. Thanks, Gina.
Thanks, Terry.